It's a fact. We're all going to die, and we can't take it with us. So, how do you make sure that your wishes are respected after you're gone?
Every person should have a will, whether they're rich or poor.
Sharon Siegel is an attorney in New York City who specializes in estate planning and probate law. After nearly 20 years as a lawyer, she says that when someone dies and you know there is a will and you are the executor, follow this simple advice.
Get yourself the original or a copy of the will and schedule a consultation with that attorney or another attorney.
Once you've seen the will and agree to move forward, your lawyer files the will with the probate court. The executor has to demonstrate that the will is valid and that it was signed in the presence of two witnesses. Then the estate is inventoried and property is appraised. After that, debts and taxes are paid. And finally, the remaining assets are distributed according to the wishes of the deceased.
But the process doesn't always work smoothly. It's estimated that 5% of wills are contested, and that's when retaining a lawyer can make a difference.
In most states, there are only 4 grounds on which a will could be contested. Fraud, if someone unduly influenced the deceased while writing the will; lack of testamentary capacity, which means that the deceased was not of sound mind and memory; and failure of due execution, meaning that the will wasn't signed and witnessed properly.
If you're thinking of contesting, you should consult a lawyer to see whether it's valid, whether you are just annoyed by the terms of the will, whether you feel slighted by the terms of the will, or whether you actually have grounds to contest it.
Every state has different rules. For example, in New York, spouses can't be excluded from a will, but in Illinois, they can. While life isn't always fair, neither is what comes after death.
Somebody can be given 1%, somebody can be given 99%. But just because you feel slighted, those are not grounds for an objection.
Your loved one wanted to pass their worldly possessions on to those they chose. Probating a will properly proves that if there's a will, there's a way. In New York, this is Ed Alpern reporting for the Lawyers.com channel.